Turns out Dima's earliest memories are in the hands of the children of Adam. He's afraid of what they're gonna find.
So, is that what those death projections were about? It wasn't Dima planning to destroy the island. He's worried the children of Adam will. Or is he still hiding something? What could be in those memories that he would leave them behind?
Right.
Do you have a way in? Into his memories? Assuming you can get past the children of Adam, of course.
I got this program that Faraday and Dima wrote. It's supposed to help me access the memory banks.
Really? How would that work? When I was taking a peek in the computers he has here, Dima was hooked up to his chair. I was just tapping into it. I wonder if you'll need to, connect to the old banks the way he does? Some kind of connection between your head and the computer. I'll bet that's it. And then Faraday's program would be translating Dima's thoughts and data, helping you through any security guarding it. I'm sorry, I'm making assumptions. It's just, well, it's a little exciting, isn't it? You'll let me know what you find? I'll keep an eye on things here.
So, say I get the memories. What then?
If it's something that would really threaten the island, then it's better out of the hands of the children of Adam. Or Far Harbor, even. And if Dima really can't be trusted, we'll have his own memories to confront him with.
I'll get Dima's memories, and then we'll figure things out from there.
Good luck.
That song was, Hold On. It was by Three Sons, and, oh, never mind.
So you're that new fellow from the Commonwealth. It's so wonderful to meet someone from back home.
There are some rumors out
I'm
there
afraid Kasumi
in the
doesn't seem to
Commonwealth
want to discuss
that
it,
I have
but
heard.
how are things
You know the
there?
one about the railroad? A group that actually helps. They help synths.
You think of the Commonwealth as back home?
Well,
Aren't you a synth?
Well, certainly. Why wouldn't I? It's where I came from. I would like to see it again someday, once things settle down here. Acadia is all well and good, I suppose, but honestly, it does get a bit boring.
It'd be super dangerous, I bet. I think it's way safer to just.
Well, no, I'm sure they wouldn't mind one less mouth to feed. Why don't you just leave then?
Oh no, I just couldn't leave my dear friends behind. I'm sure I'll see you around. Do take care.
Because I move them. I think we forget. There's music. Hey, how about a song?
I assume
by,
you're not planning on staying long.
Ink Spots, maybe? This one is, it's called It's All Over But the Crying People.
So, I understand you've seen a good bit of our island. What do you think?
Acadia may not look like much from the outside, but it's all some of us have got. It certainly wasn't what I was expecting, but...
You're new here too, huh? I mean...
A detective's life isn't an easy one, but it
I really hope you find someone to help, but it's not me.
There has to be someone you can spare to investigate.
A stranger came to town that might help you.
Guns.
That's the best I can offer.
Ah, you there. Are you that detective I've heard about?
The hull needs mending. You know, it just don't build
I guess you could say that.
Oh, wonderful. I wasn't sure how I was ever going to find you.
sounds like we may have another case on our hands.
I haven't been able to find any of the local police force, the louts. I don't want to start a panic, but, well, we may have a murder on our hands, and we need an outside set of eyes.
Where did the crime take place?
At the Cliff's Edge Hotel, just north of the town. Will you help us solve this heinous crime?
Haven't you fouled up things enough, Alan? And now you mean to make it worse.
They're still alive.
Is this conversation on the clock?
Oh, yes. Well, I suppose I do have a bit of petty cash on me that I could provide for your time. Please, you must help us. Every moment we wait, our residents are at risk.
Who's the victim?
I really shouldn't say. Not here where there might be paparazzi lurking about. Will you help us? There may still be a murderer at large.
This type of investigation usually requires a retainer.
Oh, you're a private investigator, not an employee of the state. Well, yes, then I suppose a retainer can be arranged. Please, you must help us. Every moment we wait, our residents are at risk.
If there may be a murderer, I'm gonna need some danger pay as well.
I'm afraid that any further negotiations will have to be with my employers, though I'm sure they would be more than fair with you. Please, you must help us. Every moment we wait, our residents are at risk.
Who are your employers?
I shouldn't say out here in the open, but my employers are quite wealthy, as are the other patrons of the hotel. Will you help us? There may still be a murderer at large.
I suppose I can take a look.
I suppose a reluctant investigator is better than none at all. Shall we be going then?
Go ahead. I'll meet you there.
Very good. I shall meet you at the main entrance to the hotel.
I heard you made it to Acadia by yourself. That takes some stones.
Is it rare for someone to travel to Acadia alone?
You're damn right it is. There's all manner of nastiness in the fog. Most folks are content to cower behind the hull in Far Harbor. But not you.
I appreciate the compliment.
Believe me, I don't give them unless they're earned. You've got more spine than most of the folks living here. Maybe we can help each other out. I'm tired of waiting around for something interesting to happen. Ain't getting any younger, that's for damn sure. Thing is, I was born and raised here. I know this island front to back. I know what's in the fog and how to deal with it. Let me run with you. I could help you find your way around. Teach you what I know. Best of all, you won't have to drink alone.
I'm good for now, but I might take you up on that later.
Right then. I'll be here if you need me.
Great shop.
It's a jewel green.
It's got everything you need.
Green. The great green jewel of the Commonwealth. It's Diamond City Radio. So this next one.
My leg's got nothing on the phone.
Make a song called Rocket 69, and
Mainlanders don't last long on the island.
I just can't.
They're on my feet. Beat it.
My brother's been through enough.
Try not to sever anything you might miss.
Smith, everybody. Ray Smith. Hey, everybody. Everybody who might be listening now. I guess I hope that's a lot of people, but regardless. So there's a story that I heard, which I will now share with you. It's a story about a little boy named Billy. Billy, I'm told, he was separated from his family. I don't quite know how that happened, and I guess it doesn't really matter. So this kid, Billy, I guess he wound up running into, the Vault Dweller. I don't know the details really, but thanks to the Vault Dweller, little Billy managed to find his parents again. I know that, well, it isn't always great out there in the world, so I thought you might like this story. Anyway, back to the music, I guess. This one is from Skeeter Davis. It's the, ironically, end of the
Or what you build ain't a half bad way to make a living.
Take your time. A lot of people out here could use a hand.
Hey.
I'll see what I can do.
Go check that out.
Can't be done.
Over here.
Sure thing.
Move here.
Count on it.
Hey, Valentine.
You got time to talk now?
Is something the matter? You sound upset.
What? Oh, no. We've just been traveling for a while now, and I figured, especially after all that stuff with Dima, that you deserve to know more about me. So, there anything you want to know?
So who are you, Nick?
That's a question I've been trying to figure out myself for a long damn time. I know I'm a synth. Authentic Institute handiwork. But I'm still mechanical. Not bioengineered like the fancy synths giving everyone the willies these days. I get tune-ups now instead of checkups. You remember when Dima was talking about the Institute's personality experiments? My memories. My personality. They're all lifted from some cop who volunteered for an experiment back before the war. They scanned his brain and copied it onto the hardware that runs between my ears. Don't know why they chose to make a robot based on some pre-war cop instead of a math genius or a bioengineer. But hey, maybe that's why the Institute tossed me in the garbage instead of turning me into one of their people snatchers.
Wait, you're a robot? What else have you been keeping from me?
Ha! Well, I'm not sure if anyone told you, but there's been a war. Nothing big. I think we'll bounce back just fine.
Wait, the original Nick was from my time?
Sure was. Which meant when I finally ended up out here, it was quite the rude awakening. I remember waking up one day in a garbage heap. A body in tatters and a head full of memories belonging to a man who'd been dead for 200 years. Suffice to say, it was a confusing couple of weeks. Folks didn't really know much about synths back then, so when I finally ran into people, they mostly treated me with caution rather than hostility. But the kids, they weren't afraid. I think his name was Jim. The first person to actually speak to me after I got the boot from the Institute. My first human contact in this world. Grilled me for an hour. Once they'd seen I wasn't going to hurt anyone, the other folks in the neighborhood came out to ogle the mechanical man. It eventually turned into a pretty swell soiree. The local mechanic even gave me a once-over, free of charge. Those people, they treated me like a human being. I've been trying to return the favor ever since. It's a surprisingly rare trait out here sometimes. It's something I've noticed you got a fondness for. Part of the reason I've stuck around this long.
If you're good to people, they'll be good back. That's something I've always believed.
Couldn't agree more. Well, I expect you're about as bored as can be listening to me rattle my skeletons. We should probably head out.
Hey.
What's the plan?
Nick.
Hey, you, got a sec?
Can we talk about this later?
Yeah, not a problem.
Hey.
Do something? Any chance you got a second now?
Of course, Nick. What's up?
I wouldn't normally bother you with this sort of thing, but, well, I know I can trust you at this point. For as long as I can remember, I've been getting these, flashes. Memories of places I've never been. Things I've never seen. Memories of Nicks. They're not bad, they're just this inescapable reminder that I'm not the person I think I am. That I'm not a person at all. I'm just a machine, pretending to be human.
You think, you feel. You're more than pretending, Nick.
Yeah, nice of you to say, but your kind don't usually have to deal with someone else's whole life trapped inside their skulls. Don't get me wrong. I know I'm in Nick's debt. These memories, they've kept me alive. Nick was a hell of a cop. A guy with good instincts and a good heart. I always counted myself lucky they didn't load me up with some ex-con or whatever type might volunteer to let folks tinker with their gray matter. But it's thanks to Nick that I pass for human. Why I get to live cushy in Diamond City, and every other synth is shot on sight. I know I got it good, but my entire life I owe to Nick. Everything that makes me who I am. My judgment, my speech, Hell, even my name. They're his. And I can't do a damn thing about it, because without them, I'm nothing. A shell. All I want is a life where I have something I can call my own.
That was the 5 stars. All 5 of them. Get it? Because it's funny? Sort of? No. Okay, not really.
You've already built a life for yourself, Nick. You've got the agency, a home, friends.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. You know, I'm just gonna need some time to think on this. I appreciate you hearing me out.
Nick Valentine is back.
You're a real good friend. Thanks.
Some people who are totally not me.
Hey.
No, there is this chunk of Nick Valentine history I've been hoping to put a bow on for a while now. I could use a hand if you're willing to take a crack at it.
Sure thing. What's the case?
Well, this one's straight out of the archives. Once upon a time, in the land of Boston, there lived a king of organized crime, Eddie Winter.
Anyway, this is Bob Crosby.
Heard of
Sure.
him. So he sealed
Eddie Winter was from my time.
the story. So
Mhm.
only Eddie didn't want to be.
Jeez.
Eddie Winter was.
I don't get it, Nick. Why kill Eddie Winter, even if he is still alive? This sounds like some kind of vendetta.
I've got memories of a girl. My girl. They're not really my memories, I know that. They're Nick's. But the girl, she was real. She was beautiful and innocent, and Winter killed her. Now he's got to pay the price. So, knowing that, are you in?
All right, Nick. Let's get the bad guy.
You're a good man. Now, I know where Winter's vault is, but the door is sealed with a complex numerical code. Lucky for us, Winter's arrogance knew no bounds. Back in the day, we find all of the... I've been putting including... On my way out the door, I spotted an active evidence terminal. Bet my hat that terminal is the key to finding the rest of the tapes. Probably worth revisiting any police departments you may have stumbled across in your travels as well.
Wait there.
I'll stay put.
Come on.
How we doing on the hunt for Eddie's tapes?
Still searching for them.
Just let me...
Heads up.
What? Oh, sorry. Just got my head full of what Dima was talking about. It's a bit of a shock.
Honestly, I don't know what to think, Nick.
Yeah. Guess that makes 2 of us. I spent a long time wondering if the Institute had... I always thought... Scott, I'd...
Of course. Heads up.
I'm all ears.
Hey, Valentine.
You all right? You need something?
I need you to get out of your power armor.
Sure thing.
That's a nice little setup.
Wouldn't mind one of these at the agency.
Hey.
I'm listening. Keep us out of reach. Done and done. I don't think I can get there.
Here.
Good plan. Can't get to it.
Look alive.
There's something you need?